Hello comrades, welcome back to another episode on the CDRSFS channel. Today's episode will be on the history of CDRS, my micronation. A lot of my history though is kinda cringy, mainly due to the fact that I used to be an anti-furry, basically. So just a disclaimer, there will be signs of controversial symbols, there will be a bit of references to violence, there might be a bit gore, not in this episode, but later episodes, and of course, swearing. So if you're sensitive to that stuff, just click off now. Anyway, let's move on to the video. So a lot of you guys have been requesting a breakdown, essentially, of what the history of my micronation is. And one of the questions I've mostly received is, when did Trotsfs and CDRS start? I'm kind of confused why you guys keep asking me this. It's pretty clear, but I'll just say it anyway, outright. When did my micronation start? Cameraman, roll it. November 8th, 2022. Although I have recently uncovered evidence that did slightly point that I might have been thinking about founding my nation July 6th, 2022, or August 15th, 2022. The official day of independence or reformation of my micronation is November 8th, 2022. So, moving on. Oh. See this little guy? This is Trotsfs, or the Republic of the Anti-Furry Society. Essentially just the great grandpa of the modern day CDRS. They were extremely loyal to their nation, and they were essentially Japanese kamikazes, and they were willing to die for their nation. Combined with all this, the Trotsfs government was not one of those, like, dumb governments. No offense to other micronations, but they immediately rolled out a few promises. So here are things Trotsfs planned or promised to do. 1, they promised to establish an economically and culturally flourishing republic. And by economically and culturally flourishing, they would establish their own independent factories, and they would also establish their own stores, and would also cultivate in their culture. We'll get to culture of CDRS in another episode, or Trotsfs. Secondly, they promised to remove impures, which, of course, my nation used to be an anti-furry nation, so, of course, these impurities were furries and therians. I have no hate against y'all anymore. Anyway, and third and foremost and finally, they promised to establish a capable Trotsfs army to defend its new fragile independence. And to say the least, they would definitely need that new army, because on December 12th, 2022, the Trotsfs government issued a declaration of crusade, essentially just trying to be rid of all furries in their nation, or on their borders, or around them. And essentially, to say the least, Trotsfs got absolutely clomped. Why? Well, a lot of reasons are cultivated, and let me just say it outright. The Trotsfs army, although being technologically and numerically superior to their enemies, a lot of issues plagued it during this single battle. One was that the supply was ass cheeks, mainly due to the fact that the battle took place behind enemy lines, and along with the supply being ass cheeks and being behind enemy lines, there was also no way to get reinforcements, because back then Trotsfs did not have an air force yet, so they had no way to drop supplies or get reinforcements there. And third and finally, they were left to die essentially by their home government, because there was no possible way to save them. Yes, by the way, this also took place on a fortified hill. The battle approximately lasted about 10 hours. So, yeah. A lot of these reasons, all combined, led to Trotsfs getting absolutely sent to heaven. But this would not be their only and final attempt, because on January 15th, 2023, Trotsfs tried again. And with total surprise, the Trotsfs army actually scored an amazing critical victory, driving out all enemy forces and essentially winning the war. Well, I think this is a great note to leave off on. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, or part 2 of this series. So, if you guys want to see a second part, or a continuation of this series, like and subscribe. And, yeah, I guess. Alright. See ya. What?